Muy buenos a todos, chicos y Rey Reina, bienvenidos para el canal. Hoy continuamos con el Rito de la Linterna, el evento principal de la 4.4. En el episodio anterior pues vimos la cinemática del Rito de la Linterna, que fue preciosa, con todas las linternas, el baile de gaming que fue espectacular. Y el padre lo vio, el padre vio el baile de gaming y ahora vamos a hablar con él porque, bueno, pues tenemos la esperanza de que lo acepte y le diga, oye mira, continúa con esto que te gusta tanto y lo disfrutas, tío.
I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Ahora la conversación del padre y gaming, que esperemos que sea bonita.
Son,
Otra vez.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wuxia dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. Much like this kite. You also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but... To me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid.
Ole.
Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...?
Ole. Me recuerda mucho a Inazuma Eleven 3, con Axel y el padre.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Sí, y todo gracias a ti. Tú también has ayudado, Paimon.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad.
Siempre invita a
Honestly.
Go.
Okay. Then I'm off.
Qué bonito. La cometa de regalo. Me imagino que se la dará de regalo. No, pues la deja ir, la cambio de lado.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gaming.
Literal, o sea, la ha traído hasta aquí, ¿no? Digo, no la habrá cambiado de lado, o sea, la ha cogido de la izquierda y la ha puesto a la derecha. Pero no, creo que se la ha bajado.
Really?
O sea, estaba en la cima del puente, pues ahora se la ha bajado.
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
¿Has ya lo que vas a hacer ahora?
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Shenyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and go fly a kite.
Vaya. Ole. La vieja cometa vuelve a casa. Vale, pues lamentablemente este episodio ha quedado un poquito más corto, pero no lo voy a dejar así porque llevamos 25 minutos. Entonces, lo que voy a hacer es... A lo mejor me arrepiento de lo que voy a hacer, ¿vale? Pero vamos a continuar con la misión número 4. Para mí todavía no ha salido, cuidado. Para mí todavía no ha salido, para mí se desbloquea en 2 días, bueno, en un día. Pero no ha salido todavía. Entonces, voy a esperar yo a que salga, ¿vale? Y cuando salga, intentaré grabarla con mi voz, continuando la hora. Es decir, vosotros lo vais a ver ahora, ¿vale? Pero yo tendré que esperar para grabarlo. Y una vez lo grabe, lo uniré a este, ¿vale? Entonces no voy a hacer presentación para luego, ¿vale? Directamente chasqueo los dedos, ¿vale? Y nos vemos con la siguiente misión, ¿vale? Así que 3, 2, 1. Chasqueo unas cuantas veces. Vale, chicos, pues continuamos a partir de aquí, ¿vale? Seguramente hayáis visto un corte. Para mí han pasado 2 días, para vosotros ha pasado un instante. Pero he conseguido grabar esta parte también con mi voz. O bueno, voy a intentarlo, espero que me dé tiempo. Y nada, como hemos visto antes, pues acabamos de ver que Gaming ha hecho su baile. El padre se ha reconciliado con él. Pero bueno, esto vosotros lo habéis visto, yo no, pero bueno. Vamos a continuar, ¿vale? Estamos aquí en el pueblo de Gaming. Aquí es donde vive. Bueno, aquí vive, no. Aquí vivía.
Air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired.
Aquí vivía, luego se fue a vivir al Yue.
Cream! Gummies! Fuel fruit!
¿Qué cojones?
Huh? Did you hear that? Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes!
Sí, algo de burbujas y vacaciones.
Right? So Paimon wasn't just hearing things.
¿Qué cojones?
That voice sounds really familiar. Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Sí, vamos a ver qué ocurre. No creo que sea gaming, ¿no? Paimon estuvo sobre la montaña buscando dónde vienen los gritos. Se oyen ingredientes que suenan deliciosos como almendras, crema de cacao. La voz animada vigorosa de tus pasos y los de Paimon, en un abrir y cerrar ojos, llegan a la cima. Vale. Me imagino que es un niño o una niña. O vamos, la voz por lo menos suena... ¡Ay, guau! No lo puedo creer. Pues buena pregunta.
Navia, Clorinde!
¿Y las que hacen aquí?
Ah, well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Y era Navia la que estaba gritando.
See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
It's just your lucky day.
No, también ha aparecido Charlotte, o sea que no es tan raro.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Ride.
Gracias.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Igualmente.
Happy Lantern Ride to you too! Wait, if you're here for Lantern Ride, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain? And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
That or your voice is just really loud.
Sí, o sea,
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
Sure is! Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait, that wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Perhaps, but the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed.
como lo que gritaba la Navia.
That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
Sí, vamos, que la gracia está en gritar simplemente, no tiene ningún tipo de significado.
Exactly. You get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now.
Madre de Dios.
So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
Speak for yourself.
Vaya.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
Bueno, no creo que para los animales.
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Huh?
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try?
Ah, que caza
Shout
criminales,
anything
claro.
you want. It's a
Me
real
imagino,
stress
pero-
reliever.
clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
Yo soy más de aguantarme, la verdad.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose. No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
¿Quién has dicho? ¿Furina está aquí?
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In Chaoyang Village?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard.
Molt bé.
Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to
Bueno,
check
pues
it
yo creo
out.
que Furina no gritaba para desestresarse, gritaba porque no sabía bajar de la montaña.
And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought... No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
¿Estaba ella sola?
I think so. We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well, but
que
he
Nervalet
was
también está.
already on his way back, so they probably weren't together.
What? Nervalet was here too?
¿Tenemos a media Fontaine aquí o qué?
What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back. He's a very busy man.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
You Fontainians and your tea drinking.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
¿Hiciste alguna apuesta? Porque parece el regalo perfecto.
It was just a spur-of-the-moment sort of bet.
Vaya.
Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing, but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Nervalet even mentioned it earlier.
Té Sunglu. Compra 10 cajas y llévate la mitad de precio.
Yes, that's the one.
Como le pasó a Chan Yun.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please, do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
La preservadora cayó.
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
Oh, that's
No,
right,
that's not.
Huntado.
Ha jugado.
A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Chaoyang Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time.
Para
I'm
nada,
sorry for
Sofía.
keeping you.
Para nada, socio, hombre, no pasa nada.
That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Huntao.
No need to stay
Vale.
on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Chaoyang Village later.
Me parece bien.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later.
Vale. Pues oye, mira, mola que... La verdad es que durante el rito de la linterna no es normal, o sea, no es común que mezclen naciones normalmente. Pero si las mezclan aquí, pues mejor, ¿no? Así que nada, lo voy a dejar aquí, ¿vale? Porque entre lo que ya he grabado antes del padre de gaming y tal, y con esto, pues me imagino que llegaremos a los 15 minutos probablemente. Entonces nada, espero que os haya gustado, que lo hayáis disfrutado. Y nada, nos vemos mañana. Adiós. Gracias por ver. Adiós.